Uh, what's up? I'm Adolf Thiers, and this is Louis Foley over here. All right, yeah. So I was born April 18th, 1797, in Marseille, France.
So, what made you famous?
Well, I wrote the history of the Revolution of France, and I published the first 2 volumes in 1823, and the last 2 of 10 in 1827. And it was basically like a really biased history of France. That was really like crappy history, because history is not supposed to be written biased. And had a bunch of liberal ideas, and it was just, biased a lot. And at first, I didn't get that much money off it, and then it became immensely popular, and my fame grew.
That's very interesting. Tell me more about later in your life. So, how did you help me, Adolf?
Well, I founded a newspaper with my friend Minette, something like that, and it was called The National, and it was a liberalist newspaper, and it helped stir up a bunch of liberalist sentiment and stuff at a time when everyone was kind of getting sick of Charles X's kind of bad oppressive government, and all the liberal sentiment kind of grew, and I was a very radical supporter of the French Revolution of 1830, and when that came to pass, Charles X left France, and you became the King of France, so I helped bring you to power.
So, Mr. Thiers, what did you do after the July Revolution?
After the July Revolution, I became a member of the Chamber of Deputies, and I led the Party of Movement. And our party was in favor of ministerial responsibility and the pursuit of an active foreign policy and limited expansion of franchise. And we wanted to reform the government and make a lot of changes, but my rival, who you sided with, did not. And because of that, we didn't really get anything done. And my rival was Franco Guizot. He was the leader of the Party of Resistance, and they supported the wealthy manufacturers and tradespeople, and they worked with you, and you pretty much kept us from making reforms. So eventually, we got mad at you.
Oh yeah, my good friend Francois Guzot. Yeah, he was a good old chap.
Yes, well,
So, what'd you do in response to my opposition to your party?
you banned political rallies, and so our response was to hold political banquets in opposition to your government. And radical Republicans, socialists, and the upper middle class supported me, and I pretty much led them in opposition to Guizot and your regime. And when we planned the final banquet in Paris on February 22nd, you forbade it, and everyone showed up anyway, and then you decided to leave town before we killed you.
So, I heard you rotted away.
Yeah, well, after helping overthrow you from the French government, I pretty much just stayed in politics for a while, and that was my best time in supporting revolution, and I died on the 3rd of September in 1877.